Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gig News Report for April the 11th, 2011. First off, let's start off with congratulating Charles Schwartzel. Charles Schwartzel, the new Masters champion. And what's particularly exciting about Charles Schwartzel is that Charles just had a short game lesson from Jeff Gray. And on number one hole yesterday at the Masters, Charles Schwartzel, using fresh Jeff Gray techniques, blew one in from 35 or 40 yards without the use of a chipper. So it just goes to show you folks, no question about it, Jeff Gray's short game technique is fantastic, phenomenal. By all means, stop chipping, throw your wedges away, putt everything. Next up on the list, we got some exciting news at the club. We have a tremendous fight card coming up in the next 2 weeks. Unbelievable. Joey, big time, prime time, anytime, one time, Placek has stirred the pot. Of course, we all know the condition of the golf course is in horrible condition. But Joe wrote a scathing letter to the management of Crofton, and now the game is on. But then we have another issue. Chris Torn, the publicist for Joe Placek, has just gotten involved, and Chris is now going to be taking over for Joe. So rumor has it that Joe Placek will not be contending for the championship at Crofton Country Club. He will be spectating, and that's the rumor we're getting from the club. But let's take a few questions, because since the conflict is escalating, and there is a good chance that we will see some sort of a head-to-head meeting with the powers that be and the membership, let's get a couple phone calls in that we have online. And let's take our first call. Our first call comes in from Jeff Gray. Let's see what's on Jeff Gray's mind. Good evening, Jeff. Yes. Great question. That's a great question. Thanks for calling, Jeff. Keep working on that short game. Okay, Jeff Gray's question is, will there be a convoy of Bud Light Lime trucks from Williamsburg, Virginia at the brewery headed to Crofton for the main event? Jeff, I'm happy to report to you that there will be no problem with the Bud Light Lime convoy. I've gotten the complete 100% cooperation from the InBev Corporation. They will make sure that there is barrels and barrels and barrels of Bud Light Lime available for you and the rest of the boys. But that's a good question. Next question here is a email question from Jim Gallagher. Jimmy's question is, I'm a red wine drinker, and I wanted to know whether there'll be red wine available for me at the fight. Well, Jim, I'm happy to report that yes, we have checked with sources at the club, and they will be serving Silver Oak as you have requested. What they're going to do is they're going to send a number of the Mexican staffers that work the golf course out into the golf course to chop down all of the oak trees. Then, in addition to shutting down the oak trees, they're going to spray those oak trees with silver paint. And then they're going to take and chop the trees down, blend them in the Jack LaLanne juicer, and then they're going to liquefy them, put red food coloring in there, and you are going to have a beautiful concoction of fresh Silver Oak red wine for your enjoyment, Jim. So, Jim, in answer to your question, yes, we will be serving Silver Oak at the event, not to worry. Next question. Bill Beerstow. Bill Beerstow's question is, I'm a social member, and I want to know, will I be invited to the fight? Well, Bill, you're really not a social member, because if you think about what you just did, you were golfing with us. You were a golf member. Now you're allegedly a social member. Well, a social member is really a guy that used to be a golf member, so aren't you kind of an anti-social member? I mean, that's the way we look at it. So basically, Bill, yes, you will be invited to the meeting, but you will have to pay to park, and you will be paying top dollar for rail brands for drinking. There'll be no discount or no happy hour prices available for you as a social member, because socially not acceptable. So, Bill, sorry, but we're going to have to treat you like a normal second-class citizen. Nothing for you. Alrighty. Other news and events happening as we have the two-man better ball tournament coming up this Saturday. And I want to go ahead and state for the record that I'm partnering up with Jim Gallagher. And Jim Gallagher and I are taking on Jeff Gray and his other Bud Light buddy, Mike Golan. And we're just letting you two guys know that you're going to go down big time. You're going down next Saturday. So bring your cash, bring plenty of money. We take Visa, MasterCard. We're looking forward to whipping your ass. So again, Jeff, Mike, hope you boys enjoy the Myrtle Beach trip, because coming back now, you boys are going to be paying seriously. Anyway, we got gig event this Thursday. Larry Saunders, Jim Sturgio, Joe Placek, and Coach Bunning at Queenstown on Thursday. And we're looking forward to that matchup. Probably going to be me and Coach playing Saunders and Placek for that matchup. Anyway, Tuesday Night League starts the 26th of April. Looking forward to that. I'm partnering up with Steve Thomas. That should be a lot of fun. It'll be interesting to see how many members are left by April 26th. Half the people that signed up might be at the meeting and might get suspended. Who knows? But we'll be there. Anyway, that's the gig wrap up for this week. More news next week. Stay tuned. We'll be in touch.